Danny, Audrey, Jules. Isn't Julia coming?
Yeah, we're doing good.
We're not gonna.
Julian, how are you doing?
Doing okay.
Julian, I heard you hurt your leg. Are you okay?
Huh?
Danny, Audrey. I heard you hurt your leg. Are you okay?
Yeah, everything's getting better.
Oh, good.
Good.
How you doing, Jules? He's muted.
I was wondering why he's so quiet.
Yeah.
Me.
Hi, Audrey.
Hi.
Hi, Audrey. Good to see you.
Hi.
I have control of the mouse.
You in control.
She keeps me quiet.
That's right.
Jules, I guess it's kind of chilly by the water, huh? Is that why you're wearing a scarf?
I see, contrary to all opinion, I'm cold in the house. So I just want to be comfortable. I'm not doing it for,
Okay.
I'm
But it
sitting
looks
out
like
in
but it looks
Annapolis in the cold water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but it looks you fit into the decor there. You fit it right into the scene.
just
It's
need a-
74 degrees in this house
Wow.
because it's hot out, and
Right.
74 is comfortable, but he's cold.
Do I complain if you don't, if you wear an open shirt and
No,
nothing on? Do I complain?
Jules,
I expect you to look.
I was only teasing you because of your background. If you're by the water there in your background, that's all.
Yeah.
I know,
There's
I
no
know you're
judgment.
teasing me, but they're telling me I'm not talking, so I'm laughing.
We discussed this. I told him I could put his polar bear and penguin back on, and he said, no, we'll just
Oh,
tell
there you go.
everybody it's breezy down in Annapolis Harbor. And so he's got
Just
a
need a
spot.
captain's hat.
Yeah.
Where's my glasses?
Oh, you want to see?
I want to see something, be nice.
You want to hear? You want to
want to
see?
hear, I
You want
wanna
to talk? Oh my
You
goodness!
know,
Nobody wants to park in the driveway.
Man, you're making us jealous that you're having a party at your house.
oh, is that where you all are?
Some of them, yeah, Al and Miriam,
I just put my
Ito
glasses
are there
on.
with
It's a
Fran.
miracle.
Yeah.
It's a National Donut Day today, too.
It was what?
National Donut Day today.
Oh. Yeah, I saw something. Do you spell it D-O-N-U-T or D-O-U-G-H-N-U-T?
Krispy Kreme was giving away free donut, and they were giving away a second free donut if you showed your vaccine card.
Oh, I missed out.
They said you can get a free one every day at Krispy Kreme if
Yeah.
you show your vaccine card.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's only one in Montgomery County, and that's in Falls Grove off of Shady
Yeah,
Grove.
right across from Shady Grove Hospital. That's a
Right,
good
that's
place
the
to
only-
have it.
Set it up.
That's where I went today.
Hey, Barry.
Mr. President, welcome.
Hi, Perez.
That was Bill Sumner.
Yeah, Bill and Laura just came in. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I love it.
You remember it?
No.
Neither do I. You remember my fish and frogs?
Hey, Saul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna have a nice turnout today. Nice turnout tonight.
If we had been there, we, miss. Jules is not there.
People, so when we didn't come.
Oh, Bill. Oh,
Hey, Barbara.
Hi.
Hey, Barb.
Hi, Charlotte. What's going on this afternoon near you? What is that? What was going on this afternoon with all the fire engines? I didn't see them. Oh,
You mean
I
you
was
didn't
out
hear
on
it?
the night and they were just coming in here, 1, 2, 3. Heading that way.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Mel, Carl, Steve.
Quite the turnout tonight.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's I guess, celebrating the last Shabbat, full Shabbat of Zoom.
Yeah.
Next Friday night we'll be on Zoom. We'll stay on Zoom, but next Shabbat morning we'll be in the shul.
I need,
It'll be on YouTube.
your internet, Stan.
Actually,
How you doing, Rabbi?
Sunday morning for Minyan will be in the synagogue,
Yes, Monday morning, if you want.
8:45.
Yeah, we'll Zoom from the Grossberg Baumgart Chapel.
I didn't know which one it is.
Oh, he's
How
got
you
a
doing,
new
Rabbi?
bottle he's bringing.
Good, Steve. How are you?
So
Stupid
I'm
me.
gonna unveil, I got this on Amazon.com and I'm gonna unveil the latest smiley face I ordered to add to my collection.
Okay, good.
That's why there's nothing here. So it's gonna be this guy right here. This girl
Wow,
here.
got a new member of the family, huh?
Hey, Marv.
I do it wrong? No.
Oh,
What's the matter? Come here. Wouldn't have got it.
Oh, how you doing?
How was Rhode Island?
Oh, it was good. Successful trip. He's all it's getting settled in up there.
What is it, 8 hours?
Yes, with traffic. It was not an enjoyable 8 hours,
No, I'm sure it wasn't.
especially coming home last night in rain all the way from Delaware. So
How many mezuzot did you put up?
that they're not fully moved in yet, and my daughter-in-law is not up there yet. She has to finish working at Montgomery County Public Schools, so they'll do it when they're up together. All right, it's just waiting for the last few to join, and then we'll get started. Paul, will you lead us in mincha? And I just want as I'm muting everybody, I just want to thank Paul very much for taking care of Minyan Wednesday evening and Thursday morning while I was away, signing in as me. So much appreciated. So we'll get started with the weekday mincha, the afternoon service 289 in Lev Shalem, or page 1 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom. Go ahead, Paul. Ashrei shebetecha odilu chaselam shekach halam shemar l'chatan avinu chumel. We rise for Chatzah Kaddish.
Yizgadal v'yizgadash shemei rabba.
Amen.
Yamad rachos elech maksav v'chayachom yamachon achayachol beisis rabba v'lav zman bru. Amen.
Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba Mevorach le'olam u'me'omayai.
Yisbarak v'yishtabach v'yispor v'yisma v'yisnasei v'yisadar v'yisalev v'yisalav shmei dekudusha b'riyah. Ha'elam in kavachasa v'shirasa tushchasa nechamasa da'aviron v'yalma v'yimru. Amen.
Amen. We start the Amida out loud.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu l'Eloheinu l'Avraham l'Yitzchak l'Yaakov El Hagadol Hagimel Benara El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Kanei Hakol Zocher Chasdei Avos V'Viguel L'Vnei V'Neihem L'Ma'at Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozem Mashiach Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Atah Gibor L'Olam Adonai Mechei Mesim Atzro Moshiach Mechakel Chayim B'Chesed Mechayim Esim Rachamim Rabim, Samech Nafim Rafei Cholim Matirasrim, Mechayim Umonosal L'Shenei Ofor, Michamo Chabad V'Rosam Ido Melach, Melech Mimisu Mechayim Maspiach Yeshua, and Amon Atah L'Chayos Mesim, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mikaye Hamesim.
Nekadesh Shimcha Ba'olam Kashem Shemat Shem Tov Shemim Aram Kakatuvaya Neviacha Karazeh Elzeh V'Yamar.
Shemcha Ba'olam Kishem Shemati Shemasa V'Shmem Aram. Kakasuvayan Neviacha Karazeh Elzeh V'Yamar.
Kadosh 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 Adonai Tzvot Melech La'aretz Kadosh
Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh Adonai Tzvos Melech La'aretz Kavod Le'masam Baruch Yomei
Baruch Kavod Adonai Mimakom Adonai Kajavah Katuv
Baruch Adonai Mimakom Adonai Kashvach Kasuv Le'mor.
Yimloch Adonai Le'olam Alhayach Shel Davador. Hallelujah.
Elam Alhayach Davador. Hallelujah. Le'David on the Gigal Lechon Neitzach Netzach in Kedushas Konakish. V'Shekach Elohim Finalei Mush Le'Elam Boed. Yomelech Adav Kadosh Ata Baruch Ata Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
We continue silently 294 to 299 in the Lev Shalem, or 5 to 9 in the Sim Shalom. As we conclude our private prayers, we continue with the full Kaddish, Kaddish Shalem, page 300 in Lev Shalem, 10 in the Sim Shalom.
Yiskadal Yiskadash Shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Madurak Selech Maksabachai Yamukara Hadaka basis Rabagalas Makuridium Bru. Amen.
Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mavarach Le'olam Me'almaya.
Yisbarak Yishtabak Yispar Yiswamis Nase Yisadar Yisalav Yisalav Shmeda Kudusha
Richu.
Lamin Kabachasa Vishurasa Tishkos Menachamasa Damiran Bielma Biemru. Amen.
Amen.
Niskabel Slavos on the Kabes Israel. Kadama Bahunda Vishmai Biemru.
Amen.
Hey Shlam Ram Min Shemayim V'chaim Alena Makosvel Biemru.
Amen.
Shalom Bimrama V'yas Shalom Alena V'yalko Yisrael Biemru. Amen.
Amen. Aleinu l'shabeyach l'b'makol
Ne'emar b'hoya Adonai l'melech ha'kol ha'aretz v'yamahuhi Adonai echad u'shmo echad.
Mourners Kaddish, Yid Kadal, V'Yid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'Alma Didrach, Hirutei, V'Yamlich Malchutei, V'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael v'agalav izman karivim ru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam ome'el maya. Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. Yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata b'shirata. Tishbachata v'nechamata da'amiram de'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'romav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Yasher koach, Paul. And again, just thanks not just for leading Mincha, but for being me Wednesday night and Thursday morning to host the minyan to take care of that while I was away. Much appreciated. We continue with Kabbalat Shabbat. Why don't we continue with Yedid Nefesh, which is on page 10 in the Leiv Shalem. Yes, page 10 in Leiv Shalem, page 14 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom. Yedi nefesh parachaman meshoch avdach el ritzonach yarutz avdach kemo ayal yishtachave el muhadarach Yerav lo yedidutach minofet tzuf vechol tam hadur na'er ziv haolam nafshi cholat ahavatach Ana el narefana la beharot la noam zivach az titchazek vetitrapei v'hayetalach shivchat olam Vatikemu rachamecha v'chusna al ben ohavach ki ze kama nichsaf lirot betiferet uzach Ana eli machmad libi chushana ve'al titalam higalena ufros chaviv alai et sukat shelomach Ta'ir eretz mikvodach nagila v'nismecha bach maher ahuv kiva moed v'choneni ki me'olam la 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 Lechu neranana ladonai naria letzor yishenu nekad mafana betoda bizmiro naria lo keagadol anochadol himashero kivu Adonai Eloheinu lanochon salom zochem ha'tak shulachem ke'antim l'salim Arba'im shana kut b'dor v'omar am to'ei levaveim ve'heim lo yadu derachai asher nishpati ve'api imivavun el menuchati 13 in Lev Shalem, 16 in Sim Shalom. Shiru ladonai shir chadash shiru ladonai kol haaretz shiru ladonai baruch shemo basru miyom leyom yeshuato sapru vagoyim kevodo bechol ha'amim nifleotav ki gadol Adonai umehulal me'od norahu al kol Elohim ay ki kol Elohei ha'amim elilim va'adonai shamayim asa hod v'hadar lefanav oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho havu ladonai mishpachot amim havu ladonai kavod bos havu ladonai kevod shemo seu mincha uvo lachatzrotav ayaya hishtachavu ladonai behadrat kodesh chilu mipanav kol haaretz imru vagoyim Adonai malach aftikon tevel bal timot yadin amim b'mei sharim yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiram hayam umlo yalo sadai v'chol asher bo az yiranenu kol atzeyar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel betzedek ve'amim be'emunato lalai 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 Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Adonai malach, tagel haaretz, yismechu im rabim anan bavel sivav. Eshavanat eleikum. Yevoshu kol aveichasad, v'ondel levim. Ohave Adonai sin ura shomer nafshot chasidav miad reshaim yatzileim or zaru alat tzadik ulishre lev simcha simchu tzadikim b'Adonai v'hodu lezecher kodsho mizmor shiru ladonai shir chadash Kini flot asa Hoshia lo yamino Uzero akocho hodia Adonai Yeshuato Le'enei hagoyim gilatzid kato Zachar chasto ve'emunato Leveit Yisrael ra'u Cholapsei aretz et Yeshuat Eloheinu hariu ladonai kol haaretz Pitzchu v'ranenu v'zameru, zamru ladonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, v'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai, yiram hayamum lo, tevel v'yoshvei Naharotim Chauchav, Yachad Harim Yeranenu Lifnei Adonai Kiva, Kiva Lishpot Haaretz, Yishpot Tevel Betzedek, Ve'yamim B'meisharim, La 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 la. La 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 la. Adonai Malach Yigazu Amim Yoshev Kruvim Tanut Haaretz Emitzyon B'Dolam Rosh V'Yaron B'Chona B'Shua B'Yishimon Elohim Tani Tamel Se'ayita B'Hem B'Lokeim Alelilotam Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. On to page 21 in Lev Shalem, 20 in Sim Shalom. We rise if we can. Mizmor leDavid, Havul Adonai b'nei Elim, Havul Adonai kavod ba'os, Havul Adonai kavod shemo, Ishtachavu Adonai behadra kodesh, Kol Adonai alamayim el hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai Shover Arazim Vayeshaver Adonai et Arzei Alvanon Vayarkideim Kemo Egel Levanon Desiryon Kemo Ben Re'emim Kol Adonai Chotzei Lavotesh Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh Kol Adonai Yachol Elayalot Vayechasof Yarot Uvehechalo Kulo Omer Kavod Kulo Omer Kavod Adonai Lamabu Yashav Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam Adonai Oz Le'amo Yitein Adonai Yevarech et Amo V'Shalom. May be seated. We continue with Lecha Dodi, pages 23 to 25 in Lev Shalem, 21 and 22 in Sim Shalom. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla. Shamor bezachor bedibur echad. Hishmianu elam yuchad. Adonai echad ushmo echad. L'shemot tiferet v'li tehila lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki hi mekor habracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof maaseh b'machshavat techila lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei mitoch hafecha rav lach shevet b'yemek habacha v'hu yachamol alayichem lalecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla. Hitna ari me'afar kumi livshi bigdei tifarte chami al yad ben Yishai beit halachmi karva el nafshi ge'ala lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla. Hitareri, kiva orech kumi ori, uri, shir daberi, kavod Adonai alayich nigla lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla, lo tevoshi velo tikalmi, Mati shtochachi umatehemi bachyechesu aniei ami v'nivneta ir altila lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla v'hayulim shisa shosayich v'rachaku komevalayich Yasis alayich Elohayich kimsas chatan al kala lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla yaminu smol tifrotzi v'et Adonai taritzi al yad ish ben partzi V'nismecha v'nagila lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'betzahala tochem unei am segula Boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla. On to page 27 in Lev Shalem, 23 in Sim Shalom. Mizmor shir leyom HaShabbat tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ulezamer l'shimcha elyon lehagid baboker chastecha ve'emunatcha baleilot alei asor v'alei navel Alei higayon bechinor mizmor shir leyom HaShabbat tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ulezamer l'shimcha elyon kismachtan yadonai b'folecha. 2 lines from the bottom of page 23 in Sim Shalom, 4 lines from the bottom of page 28 in Lev Shalem. Oh, Dienuvum Beseva, Beshenim Verananim, Yiyud Lehagid, Ki Ashar Adonai, Tsuri, Velo Avlatabo. Adonai Malach, Gilavei Shalei Shanai, Osilas of the Gandhi Abatim. Eidotecha nemnu meod, Leveit Chana v'Kodesh, Adonai le'orech yamim. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mourner's Kaddish is found on page 30 in Lev Shalem, 24 in Sim Shalom. Yid Kadal, Vid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Ve'alma Dibrach, Yirutei, Ve'amlich Malchutei, Ve'chayachon of Yomechon, Ve'chayedecho Beit Yisrael, V'agalav Isman Karivim Ruamein, Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Le'alamo Me'omaya, Yidbarach, V'ishtabach, V'idpa'ar, V'tromam, V'idnasei, Vid Hadar, Vitalev, Vitalal, Shemei the Kudesha, Brichu, Leila Minko, Birchata, Veshirata, Tushbachata, Venechamata, Damiran Beomavim, Ruamein, Yehei Shloma Rabba Min Shemaya, Vechayim Aleinu, Vial Kol Yisrael, Vim Ruamein, Oseh Shalom, Vim Romav, V'yaseh Shalom, Aleinu, Vial Kol Yisrael, Vim Ruamein. We turn to the back of our Sidurim to Pirkei Avot. We're on the bottom of page 239 in Lev Shalem, or that's chapter 2, number 9, or page 261 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom. So the past several statements have been from Rabbi Hillel. Now we're going to the star student of Rabbi Hillel, and that was Yochanan ben Zakkai. He was the one who was the chief rabbi of the community at the time of the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. And he was in that tragic time and worked hard to ensure that the Jewish community would survive, and especially Rabbinic Judaism would survive outside of Jerusalem, in the town of Yavne, near the Mediterranean coast. The Romans allowed Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai to set up shop there, but he had to leave Jerusalem in a matter of subterfuge in order to get out of town safely. So anyway, that's just a little bit of background about who he was and the prominent figure that he was at that time. In other words, really, Judaism would not have been around today had it not been for Yochanan ben Zakkai. So that's how important a figure he was. And this is what he says in number 9, which is Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai kibel mehillel umi Shammai. Yochanan ben Zakkai received the tradition from Hillel and Shammai. Hu haya omer, he used to say, Im lamadata Torah harbe. I'm going to translate literally. If you learned a lot of Torah, al tachazik tova la'atzmecha, or la'atzmach. Don't think so highly of yourself just because you learned a lot of Torah. Ki lechach notzarta, because that's why you were created. So the rabbi that ensured the survival of Judaism at the time of the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem says that it doesn't matter how much Torah you learn, It's not like you're getting any reward for it. This is what we're supposed to do. And that's our job on earth, is to study Torah, and I would add, to live a life of Torah, that as long as we follow the principles, not just the laws of the Torah, but also the underlying values of being a moral and ethical person, then that's why we were created. So an essential thought, kind of common sense, but still important to be emphasized in Pirkei Avot. So let's turn back to page 27 in Lev Shalem, or 38 in, 27 in Sim Shalom, 38 in Lev Shalem for Kaddish D'Rabbanan, mourners and those observing Yartzeit, recite this special Kaddish. Again, 38 in Lev Shalem, 27 in Sim Shalom. Yit Kadal, Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Dibrach, Yirutei V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayachona V'yomechona, V'chayedecho Beit Yisrael, V'agalav Yisman Karivim Ru Amen, Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Omel Maya, Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar V'yitalev V'yitalal Shemei Dekudesha B'richu, La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tishbachata v'nechemata, Da'amiran be'olma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. I'm sorry. Al Yisrael v'al Rabbanan v'al Tamidehon, v'al kol Tamidehon, v'al kol man de'oskin v'oraita, Divyatra Hadein V'divachol Atar V'atar, Yehei Lahon V'lachon Shlama Rabba, China V'chista V'rachamin, V'chayin Arichin V'mezona Revicha, Uforkana Min Kadam Avuhon Divishmaya V'imru Amen, Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chayim Tovim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'Ramav v'Brachama v'Aseh Shalom Aleinu v'Al Kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. I'll take the lessons of humility to heart from Pirkei Avot. Just sometimes my mind wanders when reciting the Kaddish, and it happened at that point. It's embarrassing, and I apologize for that. We continue on page 39. In Lev Shalem, 28 in Sim Shalom, we rise if we can for Baruch. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated. Baruch et Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bara olam. Ma'avir yom u'mevi laila, ma'avdil ben yom u'bein laila, Adonai tzavot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chaleinu li'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hamari v'aravim, ahavat olam beit Yisrael, amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, v'shochveinu v'kumeinu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, Le'olam va'ed, ki heim chayenu ve'orech yameinu, uvahem nege yomam v'layla, Yavatcha al tasir mimenu li'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kol Ha'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha, ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele. Asher Anochi Metzavecha Hayom Alevavecha Veshinantam Levanecha V'dibarta Bam V'shiftecha B'veitecha U'velechtecha V'derech U'v'shochtecha U'v'kumecha U'kshartam Leot Ad Yadecha V'hayu Letotafot Bein Einecha U'chetavtam Amuzuzot beitecha uvisharecha v'hayam shmortish Adonai Elohechem emet ve'emunah kol zot v'kayam aleinu. Umalchuto beratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe Miriam uvnei Yisrael lachanu shira v'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh nora tehilot osei feleh Malchutcha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, zeli anu v'yamru, Adonai yimloch leolam ba'ed, v'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, uge'alo miyad chazak mimenu, baruch ata Adonai, gal Yisrael. I asked Carl Gottlieb, who's observing Yartzeit tonight and tomorrow for his father, unmute yourself to read the translation of Hashkivenu on page 45 in Lev Shalem or 33 in Sim Shalom. Go ahead, Carl.
Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people, Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Thank you, Carl, and may your father's memory always be a source of blessing and comfort to you. Ushmor tzeiteinu v'oeinu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata v'yad olam ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'yakol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We rise if we can for V'shamru on the next page. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berito lam v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berito lam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינף השבת, וינף השבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ואלמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בעגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולם מעלמיה ייבח. יתברך וישתבח, יפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי לקודשה בריחו, לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירן בעלמא, ואמרו אמן. We read the Amida 47 to 52 and Lev Shalem 35 to 38 and Sim Shalom. As we conclude our private prayers, we continue on page 53 in Lev Shalem, 47 in Sim Shalom. Vayachulu Hashemayim va'aretz v'chol tzva'am, v'yachal Elohim b'yom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, v'yishbot b'yom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa, v'yavarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i v'yikadesh oto, ki vo shava mikol melachto asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Konei Shamayim v'Aretz, Magen Avot bidvaro, Mechaye Meitim b'mamaro, Ha'el HaKadosh she'en kamohu, Amen Yach le'amu, B'yom Shabbat Kodsho, Kivam Ratza Laniach Lahem, Kivam Ratza Laniach Lahem, Lefanav Navod B'yirav V'fachad, Benodeh Lishmo B'chol Yom Tamid, Me'on HaBrachot, El HaHodaot, Adon HaShalom, Mekadesh HaShabbat, Umevarech Shevi, Umeniach B'Kedusha, Le'amedu Shnei Oneg, Zecher Lemase, Lemase Bereshit. Eloheinu v'Elahei Avoteinu, Ritzei v'Mnuchatenu, Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha v'tein chalkenu b'toratecha, Sabeinu mituvecha v'samchenu b'shuatecha, v'taher libenu lovdecha be'emet, v'hanchileinu Adonai Eloheinu b'avav ratzon shabbat v'yanuchu v'Yisrael mekadeshei shemecha, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Yitkadav yikadash shemei rabbah, v'yamad divrachim v'tei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachonu v'yamechonu v'chayedocho beit Yisrael, v'agalav yizman kariv v'imeru, amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach, le'olam olol me'olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpar v'yitamah v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei v'kudasha b'richu, Leilami koberchata v'shirata tishberchata v'nechemata damiran v'yalma v'imeru, amen. Tikabel tzlahar varhan d'cho Yisrael kadam avon d'vishmaya v'imeru, amen. Yehei shlomo rabba mitshmaya v'chaim alein v'alko Yisrael v'imeru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mroma v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'alko Yisrael v'imeru, amen. Julian Liebman is going to lead us in Kiddush. Unmute yourself, Julian. And we're on page 55 in Lev Shalem, 49 in Sim Shalom. There you go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho b'yavav ratzon, imchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh bereshit. Ki hu yom tehila l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziyat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava uvratzon, Inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Yasher koach, Julian. Thank you very much. We continue with Aleinu on the next page, 56 Lev Shalem, 51 in Sim Shalom. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, late gedula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, V'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, shehu noteh shema mitzvot haaretz, al kein nekaveh l'chem Eloheinu. Ki hamalchut shelcha hi olam me'atim loch bechavod, kakatu b'toratecha, denayim loch le'olam va'ed, V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayedachol beit Yisrael v'agalav isman karivim ru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olamo me'olmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudasha b'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'roma v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Couple of announcements before we conclude the service. First, thanks to Carl and Julian for participating in the service this evening. We want to wish a mazel tov to Zella Shabbason Rosenberg and Julian Rosenberg on becoming grandparents again. Their son Evan and daughter-in-law Gabi became parents to another girl just the other day. So mazel tov to everyone in their family. I neglected to wish Sharon and Dennis K. a mazel tov last week on Brian becoming engaged to Jenna Carpel. So mazel tov to them and mazel tov on the engagement. Tomorrow is Gary Levine's birthday, so a happy birthday to Gary. And I think those are the mazel tovs I wanted to share. That's what I have written down here. Tomorrow morning, 9:30 is our Shabbat service. Our last one on Zoom. It will continue on live stream, but Cantor Adina and I will be in the sanctuary with Allison Feldman and her family as she becomes bat mitzvah tomorrow. And tomorrow evening, I think I had the wrong time. Shabbos is over at 9:12 tomorrow evening, so we'll have evening service and Havdalah at 9:15. I think I said 9:20 in the email today. It's 9:15 for the evening service and Havdalah tomorrow evening. Sunday morning is our first opportunity to be back in the building for Morning Minyan. If Morning Minyan will happen on Zoom or in person. In other words, I'll be in person with however many people want to come for Morning Minyan at 8:45, but the service will be Zoomed as well from the Grossberg Baumgart Chapel. Evening Minyan will continue on Zoom for the foreseeable future, but next Shabbat morning, we will be in the building. So I just want to encourage people to fill out the form or call the office, whatever is easier for you. In the email that sent out today, there's a form to fill out just to answer to affirm that you have been fully vaccinated and that you don't have any symptoms. So fill out the form or call the office, whatever is easier, so that we have you on a list so that you can, as those who would like to be in attendance. So that will be next, starting Morning Minyan Sunday, Monday, Thursday this week at 8:45 is an opportunity to be in the building. And next Shabbat at 9:30 back in the building. And the service will only be live streamed. We will not be doing Zoom on Shabbat morning. So we conclude the service. Also remember the comedy night is coming up on June 13th. And also at the annual meeting in which we'll pass the budget and also vote on a couple of board members. Officers are staying the same. It's just a couple of board members that will be elected at this coming annual meeting, which I think is Wednesday, June 16th, but we'll have more information going out to remind people about that. We conclude with Yigdal, page 62 in Lev Shalem, 53 in Sim Shalom. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimtza v'yenet el metziuto echad v'yen yachid keyichudo nelam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demud haguf v'yeino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lechol davar asher nivra Rishon v'yein reshit le'reshito Hino adon olam v'chol notzar Yoreh gedulato u'malchuto Shefa nevuato netano El anshe segulato v'tifarto Lo kam b'Yisrael kemo she'od Navi u'mabit et emunato Torah menatan le'amo el Al Yanavi Neman Beito Lo Yachalifael Velo Yamir Dato Leolamim Lezulato Sofer V'Yodeya Setarenu Mabilas of Davar Bekadmato Gomer Ish Chesed Kemifalo Noten LeRasha Ra Kerishato Yishlach Leketz Yamin Meshichenu Liftod mechake ketz Yeshuato Meiti Mechael Berov Chasto Baruch Hadeyad Shem Tehilato Meiti Mechael Berov Chasto Baruch Hadeyad Shem Tehilato. You can unmute yourselves. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's great to see a good turnout tonight. As
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
And happy birthday, Gary.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Rabbi,
Yes, Jules.
is there any reason why we can't Zoom the Shabbos services?
The technology is such that it is, the way we do it now, it would be extremely distracting from the service itself, because my laptop would have to be on the table on the bima as it is now. With everybody there, I find no matter how many people are there, I'm focusing my attention on the laptop instead of focusing my attention on the people in the congregation. I don't want that to happen once we're back in person, unless there's a way for Ira to figure out how to do it from the camera in the back of the sanctuary. We're just going to be live streaming from that. So Jules, I apologize to you. I know you and other people might find it difficult to make it to the building in person, but every other service is going to be Zoomed. Just Shabbat, because of the length of the service, the opportunity is there for people to be there in person. And it's not the ideal situation. I understand that for those who are used to Zoom, but until we find a technology that can work through that camera, it's just going to be live streaming for the time being on Shabbat.
All you have to do is ask the kids.
It's more than that. It's more than asking the kids. Ira knows what he's doing, and it's difficult. It's difficult to do it cheaply. Okay, it's not difficult if you have thousands and thousands of dollars. We're not a shul that has thousands and thousands of dollars to be able to do such a production every Shabbat. So, yeah. In the meantime, that's the way it is. So,
But it'll be live streamed, so we can still
it'll
watch.
be live streamed, so you can watch, but it won't be interactive like this. Okay, you'll be able to see what's going on in the sanctuary, but we won't. Those in the sanctuary won't see you, and also we can't hear you.
Sure.
But we'll know that you're there when we see the little number.
Right, that's right. That's right.
Absolutely know you're there, Jules.
Yeah.
The annual meeting is the 16th.
Yes, okay, great. 16th at 7 o'clock.
I think it's at 7 o'clock, and
Right,
I
we're gonna
think
do
it was.
Minion an hour earlier that night at 6:30 instead. 6:30 for Minion, and then 7 o'clock will be the annual meeting.
Yeah, and I believe that that date was also in the most recent edition of the show.
It was in the shofar, yes, it was. All right, have a good night.
Bye, Shalom.
Have a good night, everybody.